you want to create an OpenAI job, you can go to the create new option, click job definition, and search for OpenAI, of course. When you click here, of course, you will be redirected on the workspace area from where you can start editing your job definition. The OpenAI is composed by just one tab, the action tab, from where you have to specify some connection parameters like the OpenAI API key, which you can retrieve directly from your OpenAI account. For example, with the HCL software account, you have $5 that you can, by default, that you can use when hitting the endpoint each time. In particular, you just need to sign up with your HCL software account without providing any password, basically. Then the model, which is the model that will generate the message actually for us directly from the ChatGPT assistant, by also providing, if we go here, a simple message like, hello, how are you? You can also test the connection to have a first check that everything is fine. Very good. Then you have a system message, and a not mandatory field that by default, if not set, it is always something like you are a very helpful assistant. So the system message is a message that is used to set the behavior of the assistant itself. Then you have the user message, where you can specify a message that you will send to the assistant in order to get a response, of course, like you are chatting with the ChatGPT assistant on ChatGPT. In this case, I will try this. Let's see what we get. Okay, very good. Let's see the job log. As you can see, I get something like this from the assistant. Hello, I am an AI language model, so I don't have feelings, but I'm here and ready to help you. How can I assist you today? This is, of course, what the assistant is replying us to this very simple question, of course. From the output properties, under extra information, we can see that there are just two properties, like the response, which is the entire JSON object that is coming from the chat completion endpoint that I'm hitting with the plugin, that is containing also the response, which is here under this content, as you can see. But also there is an output property called message that contains just the response, in this case, this one. The interesting part with the OpenAI plugin is the fact that you can ask directly for JSON objects, and in particular only for JSON objects that you want to get in the response. If you ask something like, as you can see from this second job definition, give me a JSON object describing the CV of a person, but by specifying also, give me only the JSON, don't provide any additional text, you can, I'm saying to the system that I want only the JSON, basically, okay, because I want the JSON as an output property under the message output property. So let's see if this will work. Let's see. You can imagine that the assistant is generating a JSON for us in the meanwhile. Very good. Let's go into the job log and let's see what we got. This is very nice, as you can see. We got just a JSON object. We don't have any additional text provided by the assistant as required. For example, the name, the email of the person, its education, the experience, which, as you can see, it is an array in this case with all the position covered through the years, like software engineer or senior software engineer, the skills. Very, very nice. Okay. The interesting part, as I have already anticipated, and as you can imagine, is under the output properties, because yes, we have, of course, the response, which is by default always a JSON object, which contains under, let's see, under content here, in this case, a JSON, as you can see, and also this is interesting. But under message, in this case, I have the response of the assistant, which is a JSON itself, okay? It is a valid JSON. If you copy and paste this under a JSON validator, you will see that this is a valid JSON. And you can imagine that this is interesting potentially for successor jobs in a job stream that comes after OpenAI, because maybe you want to access from the message output property something that is inside this JSON using the variable passing syntax that exploits the JSON ADA, for example. Okay, this is the idea of the OpenAI plugin.